Protect your business from the fastest growing crimes of the 21st century. Find out here. You're watching Technology Review. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Technology Review for March 24th, 2017. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. Technology Review is a show to help inform and educate the public on today's technology and also talk to you about tips and techniques to protect your family and your business from the fastest growing crimes, and that is identity theft and cyber crimes, folks. Did you know that over 16 million new victims and growing of identity theft and cyber crimes are reported to law enforcement every year? According to the Federal Trade Commission and the U.S. Justice Department, identity theft is the fastest growing crime in America right now. But you don't have to be a victim. There are things and tips and techniques that you can do to protect your family and your business from cyber crimes and identity theft. And that's why we have our show here, Technology Review. Individuals and businesses are in the news every day about some sort of cyber breach or data breach that's happened to their business or affected them personally. But with a little bit of techniques and just a little bit of knowledge, you can protect yourself from these events. Hi, my name is Mac Jackson Jr. I'm a cybersecurity expert. My background is in law, compliance, and business consulting. My programs and services will help your company and your business be protected, at least mitigate the damage of identity theft and fraud. I work with industry leaders and technology associations and companies to make sure that we can bring information to you on a weekly basis here at WCOBM.TV every Friday at 3 p.m. here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I would like to also thank everyone who has been supportive of our show and making it possible here on WCOBM.TV. Some of the shout-outs I'd like to include in today's episode include Cami, Andrea, Shelley, Rashid, Eden, and the Baxter family. All right, thanks, guys. Thank you, guys, and everyone from Australia, over in Europe. And we have some folks in Indonesia. Very good. Indonesia, Canada, and South America as well. Thanks a lot for being supportive of our show and listening to us with your emails and your support. Definitely appreciate it. We got to get this message out and make sure that everybody understands and knows that they can do their part in making it harder for cyber criminals to get our information and to keep our information private, folks. That's the bottom line here, too. Keep your information that's personal and private, only to you and not other people. But also the other end of our support has been our awesome sponsors. Our sponsors have really made this show possible as well. And these sponsors include, some of them include, we have Nevada Bank Association, we have CenturyLink, we have NSYNC, Virtual Desktop Solution. NSYNC's a great company in Washington. Thank you very much, guys. We have Tourig Consulting Group with Sonia Pedowick. She's here today, too, to be my co-host on our next segment. Also, Viking Technologies. Thank you, Becky True. MJ Computer Concepts. We have Asim Cyber Group. And we have New Horizons Learning Center. New Horizons Learning Center, man, those guys are great over there, giving you training for your employees relating to Windows based applications. Very good company. If your company would like to be a sponsor of our show as well, we can get your products and services out to our viewing audience as well. You could do that by simply going to my website, macjacksonjr.com, or you can send us an email at sponsors@macjacksonjr.com. Be a sponsor of Technology Review, and we can get your product and service introduced to our listening and viewing audience. Today, I would also like to send a shout out for my new book that we are taking pre-sales for. This book is a compilation of over 25 years of information I have gathered on identity theft and fraud and how to protect your family. And in this series of the book, we're calling it Identity Theft and Fraud, a comprehensive guide to protecting your family from the fastest growing crime of the 21st century. And it's filled with information and case studies. These case studies are from families like yours and mine and how they were able to get past identity theft and get their credit and get their personal information back to its original position before a cyber breach. There's information here that can help you with step-by-step contacts on what you need to do to protect your family. So we're taking pre-orders now for the book. If you'd like to send us your pre-orders, please do. You could do that by going to my website at macjacksonjr.com/identity theft book. That's macjacksonjr.com/identity theft book. And we can take your pre-orders, or if you want to donate to our cause of this book, you can do that as well. We are taking donations for our book, and we're going to take some of our proceeds of our book, and we're going to make a charity donation to a local charity here in Las Vegas, and also at a national level too, for victims of identity theft and fraud. But definitely something for you to take a look at. So we definitely appreciate your support with us today. Okay, our first segment today, we're going to talk about identity theft and what it is. Our rest of the segments on our show, it's going to be great. I'm going to have my co-host with me here, starting our second segment, Sonia Pedowick, and we're going to talk about what's going on with WikiLeaks, and we're going to talk about your privacy, dealing with your ISP now, what Senate is doing with that. Amazing. In our third segment, we're going to talk about tech gadgets. Gadgets and apps you should have on your smart devices to protect you from identity theft and fraud, right? In our fourth segment, we're getting into green energy technology, electric cars, electric vehicles, what you need to do to prepare for the green energy revolution. And also, we also have an interesting story about romance as well with electronic gadgets. It's pretty interesting, folks, and it's about privacy as well. So to get us started, we're going to talk about what is cybercrimes. We're looking at cybercrime and identity theft. Identity theft is a cybercrime. Identity theft is when someone wrongfully takes another person's personal identifiable information and uses it in a way that they do not have consent from the victim. And they use this information mainly for financial gain. Identity theft can fall in all kinds of categories, anywhere from insurance fraud to child identity theft to elderly identity theft as well. When your identity is stolen, the identity thieves will use your information to get utilities in your name, and of course making you the victim of this. This is not good, and this is what we need to fight for. And you can fight by having knowledge. Because folks, I say it every time on my show, and I'm going to say it again here, information is the new currency, folks. Information is the new currency. If you have that information, you have power. But your information belongs to you. So we need to keep it private, and you give that information out to people that you trust and that you understand, and you know for sure that they will take your information and not lose it or be in a position of having it stolen. And if you're a business out there, you are very much responsible for collecting, storing, saving, and destroying your customers' personal identifiable information. You need to do that as well. So we'll talk about that in our second segment also about it. So those are some of the things defining what identity theft is. Now, what you can do to protect yourself. The first line of defense is always make sure you have an updated credit report. Take that you have looked at. Take a look at it and see what's on there. Anything looks suspicious, report it immediately. Report it immediately. We talk about passwording as well. If you are in the blogosphere or on the internet or using your computer, you have passwords. Passwords you need to keep track of. We talk about passwords as well on this show. So definitely stay tuned for that. We'll give you some techniques and tips of how you can protect your password. And it's very important, not just your password at work, folks. It's also your words at home as well, because thieves can find out or trying to find other ways of getting to your data, and they can get to your data by going through your house because it's not as secure, because you don't have an IT team setting up your computer at home. No, we don't have IT teams. So the thieves know that. So they know that you were probably a little bit not as secure in your home network. If they can get to your home network and give you malware or put malware on your server or on your smart device, then you take that piece of data into your work, bang, then that's a way in for them. So we want to talk about how to avoid that. In the show, we'll talk about different things like that in each segment where you can protect yourself from identity theft and fraud. Also, it's very, very important that you run these credit reports of yourself and your children to make sure you see anything suspicious on your credit report. You definitely want to make sure that you turn it in and report it. You can find out more information about me by going to my website, macjacksonjr.com. That's macjacksonjr.com. I'm on Facebook at facebook.com/technologyreviewtv. That's facebook.com/technologyreviewtv. Make sure you click on the thumbs up button that you like our show. We like that. And also, the biggest favor I'd like for you to do, folks, out there is to refer us to a friend. Let friends know about what you've learned about identity theft on the show. And we'll be back right after these important messages. Thank you.